Hey course creation mamas, are you feeling like you're suffering from mom brain? You know what that is, right? Like you're about to get up to do something, you get up and you completely forget what you're about to do. Or you take up your phone, you know you're gonna do something with your phone, you find yourself doing something completely different because you cannot remember what you pick up the phone to do. This is mom brain and we know it, right? We all experience it. It's like we just can't stay focused, we can't remember things because we have so many things that we're trying to juggle as a busy mom. And so you want to add creating a course to that as well? No problem. I'm going to show you how to stay organized and stay focused so you could create your course in 6 weeks or less. Let's talk about it, mama. So, as we all know, as busy moms, it can get quite busy during our day because, nothing is ever scheduled, nothing is ever planned. Our kids want this, they want that, they're crying. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-month-old. It's all different needs, and I know for you, it could be the exact same thing. The sun comes out, you want to do some washing, you want to put some clothes out on the sun, in the sunshine, you want to put your dinner on. There's so many things going on, and yet you want to create an online course. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to stay organized and stay focused so that you can do just that. And so one of the things that I want to really tell you that works for me when it comes to stuff like this is constantly writing things down. Like my notes app on my phone, it's everything. I have everything in there. There's a one called password. There's like all my scripts for stuff. There's like links for everything. There's like grocery list upon grocery list. From time to time I will go in there and delete the grocery list that I've already done. So many things are in that notes app, but I promise you it is going to really help you to stay focused if you go in there and just put things down. So if you are like taking a shower, you're in the bathroom and you remember something, always have your phone with you. Go into that notes app and jot it down. Sometimes if I have pen and paper next to me, I write it down because it's so easy for you to forget something. So let's say, for example, when I'm in the bathroom, I'm praying, I'm asking God, give me a revelation about a strategy, something that I need to do, something I want to create for, my social media, and God give me the strategy, write it down. At night, you're praying and something comes to you, take up your phone. And I know sometimes it's so hard just to reach for the phone and write it down, but you will be thankful the next day when you're trying to remember what it is that you were having, the thought that you were having, and you didn't write it down. When you do write it down, you'll be like, thank you, God, that I wrote it down. And this is really going to be helpful to you so that you can start with your course creation. Because the thing is, ideas are going to come to you, right? It's going to come to you in the most amazing times when you're not even working, especially when you're not working, especially when you're out with your family, out with your kids, you're playing. That's when the ideas come to you. So don't forget, take that phone up, go into your notes app and write it out. It's going to be so good for you. Okay, the next tip I have for you to stay organized is to make sure that you have a to-do list. I love a to-do list, right? I don't even have to call it a to-do list. It's just a list of things. I literally wrote a list in July of the things I wanted to get done for my new baby and my current baby. So I had like passports renewal, pictures that needed to be taken, open up accounts and all of these things. And I literally just crossed off the last one, which is to get their passports back, and I felt so productive when I ticked off all of these things because I got them done. And when you really look back and see your to-do list is done, you feel so productive and you feel so accomplished, and it is everything. So seriously do not underestimate the power of a to-do list, even if you want to do it daily. So let's say, for example, today you want to make sure that you record a YouTube video, put it on your to-do list, right? Today you want to make sure that you post something on social media, put it on your to-do list. It is really going to help you to stay on track and to remember as well, because when you write it out, you're going to remember that you have something that you need to get done, and when you go back and you tick it, the sense of accomplishment is so good. So make that to-do list. Another thing that you can do to stay organized and to really help you in your course creation journey is using strategic tools. Now, I am not really big on different systems and stuff like that because I am really old school. I love my pen and paper. But last week I had a really good friend of mine. Well, not a friend. She's she's in a program with me, and she was so kind enough to offer to show me this new site that she's using, a new website that she's using to stay organized. And I knew that was what God was saying to me that I need to start doing as well, is to go away with the pen and paper and literally use a system where I can just schedule out everything. So right now, one of my goals is to post an Instagram reel every single day, put out a YouTube video every single week, right? But then when I have to come around to do it, I have to think about the topic I want to put, I have to think about the post, I have to think about all of these things. So now God is like, start to be intentional and really schedule things out. So I needed a program to do that. And I literally, this lady was so kind. She took me through this program that she's using called Asana. And there's a free option as well, which is what I'm using. And basically I could schedule out for every day the topic that I want to create, what I want to do with it, and everything is right there for me. So when the day comes, I just need to open up the Asana app, look at what I have on for today. The topic is already there and I just need to go and press play. It is so good. I really recommend that you use systems. Even if you're like me and you don't really like systems, find something that's easy to use. I used to use one called what was that one? Like a notepad kind of thing on can't remember what it's called now, but this one is so much easier because you can see it scheduled out and it's really perfect that I can always tick it off as well, just like my pen and paper, to say that I've accomplished it. But the most important thing is I have the topics there. So for example, if you want to if you're ready to create your course, you could use something like Asana that's going to outline for you. Like you literally do the research, have your outline for your each modules, and you could put in Asana, you know, today this is the module I'm going to create, tomorrow this is the topic I'm going to create, and it's there for you as well. And if you have like a VA, which I do have as well, you can literally add your VA's email address to it as well, so that she can see what you have on as well. And it's just a way for you and your team and you and your members to just stay organized, or you yourself to stay organized with a digital website or digital, you know, system, which is so easy to use. So go ahead and try out Asana. It's been really helpful for me, and I really would recommend it, especially for you to stay organized and just so that you don't stray away and wondering every day what you're gonna put out, because you already have it there for you. So trust me, use this one. Alright, and the final tip I have for you in this video is to really just make use of the time that you have. I feel like if as moms, we feel like if we don't have time, but the beautiful part about it is that we do have time, right? There's going to be time throughout your day when your kids are occupied playing. I know a lot of us don't want to use screen time, and I myself, I try to cut back on screen time for my 5-year-old. She has a tablet that she uses, but there are times during the day where I say, well, take it off and you could do some play with your toys, and I love to see her play with her toys. She comes up with these huge imaginary stuff. It is so hilarious. My mom and I just laughing because she has like school and she has kids in school with their snacks, and you know the scripts that they come up with, the imagination is just so good. So there are times when she's playing with her toys and when my baby is napping and I step away, even though my mom is here, at least I have her if they wake up. But there are times when I just take that time to go and do a quick YouTube video. So like when instead of like watching TV when they're doing something, instead of watching TV, I take that time to do some work on my business, right? I post something on social media, I create some content, I reach out to, you know, my students and whatever that might be. So it's just making use of the little times that you have as a mom and as a mother. I think, you know, we are so much more productive when we have our kids as well, because we then learn to just manage our time more wisely. And we could see as well, you're like, what did I do with all the time I had before I had kids? You wasted time. That's what, watching TV, going about doing anything, watching, you know, on the phone. You remember when you were kids, when you're on the phone, the landline, for hours, right? This is what we did with our time before kids. But now we just have to be very mindful with our time now, and just say, instead of, for me specifically, instead of watching TV, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna have some conversations, I'm gonna reach out to my students, I'm gonna check in here, I'm gonna post some videos there, I'm gonna create some content there, right? And you can totally do it. And the beautiful part about it doesn't take hours. All it is probably 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes here. So make use of the time that you have when your kids are occupied, when they're going out with their dad, when they're in the back garden. You can literally take up your phone and just create something. I love the simplicity of online course businesses, because you don't really need to do anything in real time. You could do pre-recorded stuff, which is beautiful, right? Because with your course, you just pre-record the video. This YouTube video, I have like several different takes, because sometimes I have to stop, so I have to go and check on the kids, but I can do that and then edit the video and it looks seamless, right? And it's the same thing with your course modules. You don't have to sit down and do everything one time. You can literally talk about the topic now, later this evening talk about another topic, the next module talk about that topic, and you already have those already created in your own time that you then upload and people get to see time and time again. It is beautiful, right? Us as moms in real life, we get interrupted. We have things that we need to do in specific times for our kids and for our families. So an online course business is perfect because you can then be flexible with your time. You don't need to sit down there and just be like on top of the ball when it comes to time frames. You can do things in your own time, and then it doesn't even matter because then people are just gonna see that what you've already created before, and then they're gonna consume it after, which is just beautiful, right? So I hope that these 4 simple tips will help you in your course creation journey as a busy mom, even with brain freeze and brain fog and all of the things that happens. But it's just basically just finding ways around it and just making use of the things that you have in front of you already and making it be useful to you. So I just want to remind you, as a busy mom, you can do this. You can create a course, you can create passive income, you can impact the lives of others. You just have to decide that that's what you want to do, and God is going to show you the way. Let me know that if this has been helpful for you. But before I go, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you want to make sure that you are notified every single week when a new video goes up, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, so you'll be notified. Like this video if you've liked it, of course, and of course share it with a friend. Leave me a comment, drop in the comments right there. Mom brain. Put mom brain in the comments so I can know that you watched this video, and let me know if these tips have been helpful for you. Take care. Bye now.